All right, so it is now Wednesday, September 28th. The truck should be done. So we're hopping in the old Ford. I'm gonna shoot down to Lake Park and get some fuel because fuel's pretty cheap down there right now. Plus, we need to fill it up because we're going to Miami, not tomorrow, but the next day to go on our cruise. So I don't know if I've told you guys, but they said our primer pump fell apart, our fuel filter housing was leaking.
It says I gotta format that dash cam.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Primer pump fell apart. Fuel filter housing was leaking. Something about a NOx sensor, but also some other things. They wanted to keep my truck to diagnose a bunch of other stuff. And I was like, no, if the truck is running, that's all I really want you guys to do. So they basically told me it's running and it's good to go. I'll worry about those other little sensors like they were talking about, you know, like the check engine light was on the dash. I'm like, I don't need you guys. They're like, you got some DPF issues. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told them, I'm like, I have to hook a computer up all the time to force a regen. I don't need you guys like fixing all the crap on my truck.
That's stuff we're used to doing already.
Yeah, so which I'm thinking the NOx sensor, I thought they were telling me NOx sensor. And I'm like, I didn't know they put NOx sensors on.
NOx.
But it's NOx. She's like, noxious gas. She's like, it has to do with your DPF system. And I'm like, if I'd have known that, I'd have told them not even to mess with that. But they made it seem like that was a reason why the truck wasn't starting. So what do I have to do here? Just hit enter, okay? All data will be deleted. Yeah, so we're gonna shoot down to Lake Park, shoot some fuel in the Ford. Then we have to run back up to Macon, pick up my truck. My brother just dropped in Atlanta, or he's gonna be dropping in Atlanta. He's still using our trailer. I had to pay for a monthly spot in Macon to park his trailer. I think that was $207 for the month, which we didn't even need a month, but we didn't know. We didn't know how long they were gonna have the truck. He dropped his trailer there. We'll pick up my truck, we'll meet him there, pick up, either we'll swap trailers or I'll just grab his trailer, we'll pull his trailer down. And then we'll be good to go.
So we're gonna leave a trailer up there?
No, we'll have both trailers.
Okay.
And we're just gonna drop one of our trailers where we normally drop the trailers at. Probably his trailer, because I want to bring my trailer home, obviously. And probably get the truck washed on the way home because so I jumped on Fiverr and paid somebody. I looked at their logos. I should have done more research, honestly. I looked at their logos. They looked like they did pretty good logos. I explained to him what I wanted to do. He came back with basically Google images that I could have took off of Google and put South Georgia Hotshot underneath of. I was like, look, dude, this isn't gonna work. These look cheap. These look nothing like the logos you show. Gave him like 4 or 5 chances. Lita actually jumped on her laptop and kind of, you know, to show him what we wanted. I was like, look, take this. What'd you do it on, Paint?
No, I did part of it on, well, most of it on PicMonkey, but
I mean, and it looked really good. The only thing that she couldn't get to look good was the semi-truck and the trailer on. I'm like, look, take this as a reference. Make the semi-truck and the trailer look better. And I was like, if you could, put 2 dogs on the trailer for me. He took Lita's picture, didn't change anything, and took and put 2 little
brown dogs. 2
little dogs on the trailer. Like, I'm like, bro, if we could have done all the other stuff, we could have put 2 dogs on the trailer.
Yeah.
I wanted you. So basically, I argued back and forth with him demanded my money back. He finally refunded my money after a couple of days. I got in touch with another person. His most expensive plan was $60, but I showed him the picture that Lita made. Told him, obviously, I wanted to look, the truck and the trailer look better and to kind of fancy it up. And he quoted me $200. I'm like, $200? Your most expensive plan is $60. He's like, yes, but I will do a really good job on this. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, but I'm not paying you unless I get to see it. He's like, well, let's do this. $100 now, and then $100 afterwards. I'm like, all right, dude, whatever. And I think the dude knocked it out of the park. I think he did a really good job. I still don't think it was worth $200.
I don't know. They have to pay for the images is the thing.
But it is what it is. It's like, whatever. I'm willing to pay more for a better quality thing.
You're paying for them to pay for all of the clip art that they use.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay for all that stuff now.
So then I jumped on, okay, so this is what started it all. I'm like, look, I want better looking stickers for the truck. It kind of looks like somebody printed this out in the garage, which they kind of did. Like, I just ordered some cheap DOT stickers when we got a semi-truck just to kind of get the truck on, and I always planned on doing something bigger and better and just never did. So I jumped on a website, Banner Buzz, and I paid them an extra $20 to design me something. They were even worse. Like, I'm like, put my project on hold. I'm gonna go pay an artist to do something. Got the second guy to do it, uploaded it to them. They did you see that? They're like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. I'm
no.
Like, yeah, that's what they said. They're like, this is absolutely amazing. So,
well,
super happy with it. Stickers are shipped. They should be here. They probably won't be here by the time we get, but by the time before we go on the cruise. Yeah. But they should be here when we get back. So, took that same image. I'm having Queensboro, I think is what it's called. I used this t-shirt company back when we did Viasat, and I had a bunch of Viasat, the cable t-shirts made, which is weird. Like, we can't find that. Did we maybe give those shirts to somebody else?
Did we give them to Ray?
I don't know. I don't think they would have fit Ray.
Or, I mean, we may have given them away. I don't know.
We're throwing them away?
No,
like,
I don't think we would have thrown them. If anything, they got given away or they got donated.
Yeah. So, there's that. I had a couple of beanies made for me and Lita. I had 8 polo work shirts made. And I have a hat made. So, we'll see what kind of quality they come back with. Our other t-shirts turned out really good. So anyways, I'd like to stop and get the truck washed on the way home. I'd like to stop and get the truck washed on the way home. That way it's ready for stickers. We have a hurricane coming in.
We're not going to get hit by it.
You don't think so?
Not really, no.
My Viasat thing came in to mount the Viasat on the semi-truck.
But we gotta take that Starlink off the fucking house.
Yeah, right now I have it on my roof. I'm having issues. I think my modem's bad. And then Starlink, is that what it's called, Starlink?
Yeah.
Sent out a thing saying you are not allowed to use this while driving down the road. And if you get caught, they will terminate your contract. It's like, I just spent all this money to put this thing on my semi-truck so we could use it going down the road. Which is crazy. Like, if it works going down the road, why can't I use it going down the road? But if you get caught, they cancel your contract, they kick you off.
Well, but like, you can still use it when parked.
Yeah, but like, what's the big deal? Like, I'd like to be able to upload my videos as we're driving down the road, or like use our cell phone as for data going down the road. Like, I don't understand what's the big deal.
Maybe it's fucking with the electrical cars.
I don't care about the electrical cars.
Well,
that sounds like it's a problem for them.
Well, they just made it your problem.
Yeah. Still gonna mount it on the truck if we can get it working. I thought I read reviews that their customer service was terrible. Opened up a couple of tickets. They were actually pretty fast to responding. And And now it's like they've completely stopped talking to me. Because they're like, oh, unplug it, try this, try that. I'm like, yep, we've done that. Still not working. And now it's been a couple of days and they haven't responded. So, I just...
power trucks.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of power trucks are headed to Florida because Florida's about to get smashed. Hulk smashed. Anyways, that's the update. Basically been at home editing videos like crazy. That's why I've been dropping videos every day. Yeah. What else have we been doing? Nothing really, huh? Just editing videos, hanging out. So we ordered a Nectar mattress. I think I told you guys that. That was killing my back. Contacted Amazon, told them it wasn't working, ordered another mattress. Basically, I ordered the same mattress brand that's in the RV because I went and slept in the RV a couple of times and fantastic. Didn't hurt my back at all. Oh, Robert, it's because you're riding your Suron. Is it because I'm riding the Suron, babes?
No.
I don't think so either, man. I actually think as long as I don't do anything stupid on that thing, it's actually helping my back. Like, it's physically working my back, and I think that's helping. I haven't rode that thing in weeks. Mason messed up his bike, so I allowed him to rob a part off of my bike until his part comes in because I don't need to ride it like he needs to ride it.
Well, you forgot your battery too.
Okay. You're going to call me out in front of everybody. When we drop the truck off in Macon, I keep the battery in the side door, and we forgot the battery in the truck.
I mean, we were just trying to get out of that truck because they were closing, so.
Ordered some new cameras for the channel. We are shooting this on a GoPro 11. I actually ordered the new DJI Osmo Action 3 and just been watching reviews and reviews and reviews. I hate GoPro. This thing's already locked up on me once sitting at the house. I had to pull the battery out, put the battery back in. I'm hoping that's not going to be an ongoing issue because that is an ongoing issue for GoPro. My DJI never had any problems, but the image quality between the two, there was definitely a big difference.
Yeah.
Honestly, my Osmo Action 1 is probably as good as the Osmo Action 3 right now. But I've noticed in a lot of my videos, like I'm getting like this tearing effect in my image quality. So I don't know if that's a camera thing or an SD card thing or what's going on with that, but that's not good. So anyways, we got this. Ordered I actually ordered the Insta360-1R, but they said it's not good for action. You can't really use it as an action camera, so I ordered the Insta360X3. That one's waterproof, which will be nice when we go like snorkeling and stuff like that. This one's obviously going to be waterproof. Just trying to work on the channel more. Like I mentioned before, I want to spend more time filming and less time worrying about trucking, if that makes sense. Like, it would be nice to, instead of doing 5 loads a week, maybe do 3 loads a week and maybe spend more time in the places that we are filming and showing. Yeah, but we're going to be coming south. I think there's one in Tifton. I think there's a blue beacon in Tifton, maybe. Probably run it through there. Yeah. Anyways, blabbed your guys' ears off. Hopefully the image quality's better. The sound quality's better. I also ordered some wireless mics. We're not using the wireless mics right now. This is straight from the camera. I figured it'd be nice though if we set the camera up and we're out back toward the trailer, we can still talk to the camera.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can hear you yelling about straps and chains.
What do you mean yelling? You think that's all I do is yell at stuff? This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Are we not gonna get a fucking green light here? This is fucking ridiculous. think I'm an angry redhead. That's not the case. I wonder what's going on there.
You just get frustrated with the binders.
Yeah, if you don't keep them binders lubed up, they will lock up on you. And I've thought about getting a cabinet to keep the chains and the binders in, but then I think it would be a pain in the butt putting them in and out of those things.
Probably.
I mean, I do like the tarp thing that we did in the wintertime, and we'll have to do that in the wintertime again to keep the salt off of it.
Yeah, it's on the big tax.
Oh, is it? Because Mason took it to Utah to keep his bike covered. So, alright. We'll see you guys when we pick up the truck.
Yeah, there is a blue beacon in Tifton.
Well, we have arrived. So the total was $2,322.56. Looks like us all the way in the back here. See if this thing starts up nice now. Hopefully it does. I don't know if the battery ever died on them either. We were tried to make sure we unplugged everything for them here. Let me get back to this truck. We'll see what happens. Let me just do a quick walk around, Bebs. Make sure. Make sure here. I didn't know you're coming up here with me. We're back here. See if this bad boy cranks up. Ugh. Shifter won't move. .4 volts.
I thought they said it was running.
It's doing the same thing. It's doing the same thing. It's not going to start. We just drove to make it for nothing.
I mean, they said it was running and they just charged us money for it.
So, when I called in yesterday, they basically told me the truck was running and the only problems that we were having was like a couple of fault codes. There was a bad ABS sensor and some DPF sensor issues that I'm like, I'm not really worried about the DPF issues. I know we've been having issues with that. We've just been hooking up our computer to it and forcing a regen. No big deal. When we get here and we get the bigger of the story, you have to prime the fuel system in order to get it running. After you shut the truck off and it sits for a while, it loses its prime. So now they're thinking injectors and cups. So the truck's not done. I mean, we had to come up here anyways because we had to come get our passports and all. But I thought I was coming up here to get the truck. but that's not the case. So we will not be taking the truck with us today. So they think that they can diagnose it before I leave out Friday, and I can give them an answer to do whatever they have to do. So Lita's just gonna pull back here. We're gonna load up the stuff that we have to load up, and we'll hear back Friday. So I'll let you guys know when we know.
Ridiculous. Does he have 2 dishes on there? What is that?
It's always a Landstar truck.